Hey girl, hey girl, hey.
Stunning on bitches, that's the type of shit I do. I don't do the Remy hair flowing from Peru. And I'd rather have Chanel, but the Gucci bag do. Matter of fact, fuck that, grab a Gucci bag too. And my pussy soaking wet like I hopped out of pool. And his head game stupid like he dropped out of school. I accept Zelle, baby, come and send a wire through. I'ma do the nigga nasty when I'm off that 42. But I ain't finna touch the dick, that nigga drop that dick in you. Told him put his mouth on it, show me what that mouth do. What that mouth do, nigga, what that mouth do. He ate my, and he licked my pussy too, huh?
You already know it's your girl China Chanel here with 2 L's, and on today's video I have some motivation, advice, or just to answer you guys questions because I've been getting a lot of DMs since I posted the first initial video about me starting my digital product. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, I'm gonna start off by answering questions that I have been getting frequently in my DM. Some girlies have seen my video and asked me, how do you stay motivated? That's a good question. And also, how did I get my sales to $2,000 when I first started off with my digital products? Now, let's talk about it. Starting off with those 2 questions. First of all, how do I stay motivated it's because the fact that I seen people that I wanted to do this thing for a long time. I decided to step out on faith, and I went ahead and just purchased that person's ebook, and then I moved forward with tweaking it, making my own. I bought my own and did my own style, which I have my own aesthetic for it. I already had a platform which I was gaining listeners, and I had a consistent fan base, which was my podcast. So it only made sense to start a ebook about my podcast. Now I have other things, but I wanted to brand myself and brand my podcast, and I feel like it's not a niche that's being fulfilled in that need. So it's a lot of branding and everything else, like hair, lashes, oversaturated. So I went with a niche that is very unique and specific to people who need help with building their own podcast. And from that extension, I started my wellness digital product. So I also have a digital ebook to get started on your podcast, but I also have ways to do faceless investing, which I have a podcast. I have an ebook on my website right now that starts you on how to do faceless digital marketing. And I'm also going to do a series on faceless investing to do like things like vending machines, things like it's a number of different things to where you don't have to put your face in something, but you can get the profit for it. I already had an entrepreneur mindset, so when I seen this person going for things and I seen the aspirations, I made my desire and I switched it and I turned it into motivation. So that's how I stay motivated. Who wants to be broke? And also another thing is I didn't quit my job. My job ended up letting me go. This is me being transparent with you guys. My job ended up letting me go. I found a new job. My ideal thing would be to never quit your day job because that's your investor in your business right now. So you use your job as your investor to get you started on your journey of being an entrepreneurship or whatever you're increasing to do. Secondly, okay girl, take that in. Secondly, how do I get sales into my business? Now, how do I get sales into my business is I pay for my ads, and I also started to pay. I'm looking into certain people that I feel like that can definitely help with my brand, and they match my brand morals and the aesthetic of my brand. I'm paying attention to what they're posting, and I'm also doing partnerships with influencers to get my brand out there. So once I have my packaging and my label right and everything is under construction and it's going correctly, okay, I'm definitely reaching out to influencers. Not only that, but for right now, I pay for my ads and I make sure my branding is on point. A lot of my branding are the same colors, the same aesthetics, and I make sure my Instagram, I post it 3 times a day. Posting 3 times a day, especially when you're starting out. The first 3 months, you need to be posting 3 times a day. No excuse. So with me posting 3 times a day, that started to get my viewership up, because ever since I started my page, I post consistently. I probably missed 2 days of me not posting because I had finals and things like that, or I'm busy with school. But I make it my point to either share my Instagram post with my podcast page, or I make it a point to post individually on that page. Now it's double the work for me because I have a podcast page that I have to be consistent in and post as well, and make sure my followers are staying engaged over there and on my podcast. So China dolls, when I'm speaking on deals, I'm speaking on, you know how it's made right now. I did a deal or no deal. So I promoted Mother's Day, and now that Mother's Day has passed, if you guys are watching this video, Mother's Day has passed. And so with that, I also still have a deal going on. If you buy 2 ebooks, you get a merch from us. So you get the double CC merch, or you get the toner spray, and then we also just added the vanilla lip balm. So make sure you guys go look and check that out. It smells just like vanilla. I'm wearing it. It's long lasting. I put it on top of my lipstick. It's very long lasting. It's very hydrating. It doesn't come off. I do extracurricular activities, so just to plug myself in. Sorry, y'all, they're throwing a party downstairs. Now, moving forward, with your deals, make sure your deals aren't making you lose money. So make sure you understand that. Make sure your profit line, your profit margin is over 40%. Try 45, 50 when you're just starting out. My profit margin right now, I don't have anything that's over $30 on my site because I'm still starting out. So when I did my deal, I had it to where my ebooks was like $12.99. And a lot of people bought them. I had like people on my site even while I was still getting the hang of how to use my site. That's because I was promoting endlessly. I paid for Instagram ads, I paid for Facebook ads, I paid for TikTok ads. I did that. So that's why I say you need your job. Keep your job as your investor. Moving along, I also got another inquiry, like, how do I balance everything? Who said it was balanced? Who said it was balanced? How do I balance everything? One, I think about my future. I think about who that woman wants to be and how I can do that. I think about that woman who I want to be, and I think about how I can make those steps achievable in my present day. I don't think about the future as much because that causes anxiety. But what I can do is think about how in this moment am I being my best self? Am I fulfilling my needs? Am I putting myself forward? Am I doing the things that I love because I love them, or am I in a functional depression routine? I have bipolar depression disorder type 2, so those things matter to me. Those little details matter to me in my day. So that's one reason why I just try to be balanced, because if I'm be driven more, I will say the main thing will be consistency. So you have to be consistent. The time is going to pass regardless. That's the biggest thing I learned. I can't go be this person, that person, and worry about my age and think about all the insecurities in my head. Just do it. I'm pretty sure 6 months from now you're going to get a sale. 6 months from now you're going to get something that you desire from your business, and then boom, you're going to be like, oh, it was worth it. Like, okay, I can do this, continue to go on. So that's what I want to leave you guys with. Don't get unmotivated. If you get frustrated with your business, change up the theme, change up the deals, go ahead and extend yourself, and go ahead and pay to go get an influencer to promote your brand. If that's all you can do right now, I feel like do what you can while you can do it. If all you can do is stuff that's free, oh well, do it. And then also, you can buy followers, so go check that out. You can go look like you have it already made together, and then people will start buying from you. That's another trick that people do, because they see, oh, you have all these followers, you are an influencer, right? So what you're saying has to be legit. Making sure that your content meets that standard of approval, making sure it's eye pleasurable. Like I tell y'all guys all the time, people eat with their eyes. So if you not giving anything that's pleasurable to the eye, people aren't going to shop with you. So that's why I make my things aesthetically pleasing, period. It does not matter. I'll keep it in chronological order, and I make sure all my colors are the same. I'm talking about the same thing for 3 different posts. I'm making sure I'm posted 3 different times of the day. day. I'm making sure I leave an extra post that's a reel, so I can make sure my viewers are steady coming in when I go to bed at night. See, I just gave you guys a whole routine. That's a schedule right there. I just gave you the game. Like I said, I give more freebies, more information in my ebooks. I have 16 products on my website. You have everything from a level up guide to how to money management, all that.